up, BubTube? Josh here today, down here at my in-laws, and came down here for a very special something. This officially kicks off the SCOTTY project, and as you can see, I now am the proud owner of a 6.0 truck motor, iron block LS. So let's get this back to the house and unload it, and we'll go over a little bit about it. I have absolutely no idea on these things, so it's going to be a learning experience for me, and I'll bring y'all along for the ride. So let's get going. Well, we're back at the humble abode to sketchily unload the motor. Hopefully this thing can actually extend high enough to pick it up. All right. Hey, it's up. Okay. Seatbelts make good good hoists. A lot of your junkyards will use those for instead of throwing chains out on everything. All right, I'm gonna get this unloaded and set on the ground. I kind of need both hands for that. All right, so got it unloaded. It's a little sketchy, but it's unloaded. There's what it was riding on. So this is a late model 6.0, I believe, since it's got an electronic throttle. I assume it's got some it's a much newer motor. I have no idea what this came out of. I had a buddy that was like, hey, we got a 6.0 in stock, and I was like, sure, I'll take it. So that's how I ended up with this, but it's got everything. The only thing that I'm missing is a flex plate for it, or whatever the I think that's the flex plate, right? I think so. Whatever the piece that goes in between the transmission and the motor, whatever that part's called, has the starter and everything, all the oil lines, AC compressor, the whole shebang. It's got the ECU. So it should be, I could technically wire it up to a battery and give it some fuel, and it should technically start. But we're not gonna do that today. So get this somewhere where it's not leaking. There we go. But yeah, so that's a big heckin' motor. That is going in that. So this officially starts the build of that thing. I don't think I've ever actually shown this truck or talked about it on my YouTube channel. It's a 77 C10 step side. It's got the wood bed in it and everything else. My family bought it off the showroom floor brand new back in '76, so it hasn't ever left the family. And people are probably like, well, why didn't you leave the stock 350 in it? Well, before I was born, the original 350 in it, either the camshaft broke or the crankshaft broke in it, and it just destroyed the whole block. So the block that was in it wasn't the factory block, and so that all came out, and I sold it for that and turbo, and yeah. So this is going to be what hauls that car around. Let me actually walk around here, see if I can actually get into it. And so it sat for probably 10, actually let me walk around the back side. I can get in that easier on that side. It sat around for probably 10 plus years, and then I got it running when I was in high school, and then it sat for another 10 years. So it's a good looking truck from that side, but as you can tell, this side has got quite a bit of rust on it. So, but luckily it's now safe inside, and like this, I'll probably fix this door because that's the only spot on this door that's rusting. The rest of it looks fine. The kicker panel needs to be replaced. This will probably be fixed, but the bed itself actually has no rust on it whatsoever, and it looks good. Clearly the wood needs to be replaced. That's going to be a upcoming project, but the interior is in really good shape. I'll clean the screen here so you can actually see. But yeah, the interior is in great shape, minus the typical cracks in the dash, and of course the door cards. They've faded, and you can like put your finger through it pretty much and scratch the plastic off. But those are cheap to replace and easy to replace. The seat got redone at some point, and let's go on ahead and slide on in here. Oh, I can't even pull the reflector out that was in it that I had when it was sitting outside, because it just does that. So as soon as I pull it out, I'm gonna have to vacuum the whole thing out. But she's got 105,000 miles, I believe. Don't know if you can see that, it's kind of dark in here. But see if I can't get, there it is. Haha, now you can see. So it's, you know, pre 100,000 mile. So it either has 105,000 miles on it or 205,000 miles on it. I'm pretty sure it's only 105. But yeah, it has, when it ran, it had the AC worked in it. It's got some 80s or 90s radio in it. But anyways, so that's pretty much it in here. What's even in the glove box? I have no idea. And oh, when was the insurance last registered for it? 2012 was the last time it was moved. So I think there's the instructions for the radio, or something to do with the radio, warranty with it or something. But yeah, so she's a beaut. She's gonna need some love, and it's got the stereotypical, the steering wheel is like turned into sticky mush. I don't know if like somebody armor-alled it or something at some point, but the seat is nice and it's still comfortable. But let's go ahead and slide on back out. And of course it's got a it's got a rally bar on it that I'm probably going to keep, which means that this thing won't fit in the garage because it's too tall with the rally bar, I believe. It'll be close. Well, no, I take that back, because I'm planning on at least lowering it a bit. But yeah, so there's this officially starts the Project Scotty. I think I'm going to name the truck Scotty, or I think it's going to be Scotty, and it's going to have a lot of Star Trek, beam me up, Scotty, references. So it's going to be fun. Anyways, that's just to get started the plan. So before we end this and cut this out for today, so I inherited that pressure washer that hasn't ran in like 3 or 4 years. So I've got a new carburetor on order for it. It's like you have to have a specialty tool to pull the needles out of it and the jets and stuff, and it's cheaper just to buy a carburetor. So bought a carburetor for it, and it should be here later this week. And in the next video, we will be pulling that back out and pressure washing it and getting it all cleaned up and take all the electrical stuff off of it so that it looks nice and pretty. And then when I stick it in the truck, it can leak oil everywhere else, like everything. So, but that's it for today, guys. I can't use my normal outro, so I'm gonna have to come up with something new, since it's not a rotary, so I can't say happy brapping. But anyways, guys, until next time, see you later.